Okay, so this video is going to be the chair back. So if you look at this, the chair back is slanted backwards. So I'm going to try to make that as relatively easy as possible. We could get rid of the cushion just for the sake of this. So what I want to do is I want to create a construction plane on an angle. So the first thing it asks for is a line. So I want to grab that line and I want to make a 10 degree. So that's -10 and it's sloping back. Okay, and then I want to draw on that. So drawing here. So now we've got basically an upside down view. If you look at this chair here, it's still going to be that sort of 38.1, which is an inch and a half. So we could do a projection. So create, project, and we want essentially this shape here. We'll orbit around just to make sure we're getting what we want. So we basically took an angled version of the base. So you can see that 10 degrees and it's selected this. We're really going to just care about this top end of things. So we'll hit escape to get out of our orbit. We'll agree to that projection. And from here, we can turn off anything that we want. But let's go to, I don't know if that's going to give us. Okay, so we can turn off the back legs. We could turn off essentially everything. Now, there's two considerations for this, is that we wanted to have everything kind of in an arc, but we also want to have our back kind of structurally sound. So it was 38.1. Tab over 38.1, and so that's kind of our starting place if you want to have your two uprights going in the corners. You can draw a construction line down the middle, hit escape. You can mirror that either here, so if we mirror this, so the object that we want would be these legs right here, or these sides, sorry, and then the mirror would be the middle. And at that point we could accept it. I said I was going to make this a construction line, and I forgot to. If it's a short line, sometimes it doesn't matter. So we're going to finish the sketch at this point, and we can turn our stuff back on if we want. So we probably want the chair base. And at this point we want to extrude. So there's something here that basically, if I extruded this, it would go up. So I kind of want to get rid of, I want to shift that forward. So let's see if we can correct that. So we want to hit escape. We want to go back into our tool, edit our sketch. So this line is very significant right here. So let's maybe draw that line in if we can. It's from the center. We can make that line like super long if we want. And we can make that a construction line. Hit X on the keyboard or tap that. And we can make it in both directions. There's probably a faster way of doing this, but so we hit escape to get out of our tool, X to make that a construction line. So that's where we made the mistake. So if I delete this line here, and this line here, and that line there, then I should lose that all. I don't want to lose my construction line, but I'm going to delete those. Okay, so the concept holds true, but we just started in the wrong place. So we're going to go 38.1 and tab over to 38. 0.1 and hit enter, and then we can mirror that again. So select our objects we want to mirror, select our mirror line, and now we can finish our sketch. So now when we look at our shape, we still have our projected stuff over here, but we don't have the part that we want to extrude. So we're going to do this in 2 steps. We're going to select and we're going to drag up. So how far? Let's see if we can take a measurement off this other one. So this chair looks kind of normal. So if we do an inspect and we take a line off of here down to this shape right here, I don't know. What are we? We're about 409. 409. So let's see if we can do that too. So we got out of our extrude, we can do right click, edit feature, and the distance for this one was 409. So we'll click 409. And that looks kind of normal. So remember we had that same air gap problem on the bottom. We still have that, so let's fix that up. We ended up with 2 bodies, so let's see if we can. So we want to select this object. We want to, instead of go distance, we want to go to an object. We want to orbit around. So I'm using the shift key and the rotation ball. So this is the object that we want, and you'll notice that it does a pretty good job. We're going to click OK. So that was only on the one side, so that would be this body, and we have to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to orbit around, zoom out where we, and zoom in. Okay, so that's an extrude. Click on the face we want to extrude, orbit down until we can see the face that we want to go to. Because we went into our orbit tool, we have to click escape once to get out of it, and then we click, and I screw that up. So let's cancel out, and we'll try it again. So let's see if we can do this. Extrude, select the profile. It won't let us grab that, so we got to go up. Okay, escape once, select the profile. We're going to go to object. It wants us to select the object. We'll use the orbit tool this time. We'll hit escape to get out of the orbit tool once, and we select that, and now we've got it finishing. There's some other options in here, but we're going to hopefully have that work. Okay, so we've got a situation where we've got an angle on the bottom. If you click on the left side, it's kind of a 10-degree slope. You can actually change that if you go in, and you can change it to 8 or 12 or whatever you want. And I think that that's where we're going to leave it. Of course, we're going to make these into components. So what we'll do is do a right click, component. We're going to click on that. So if you turn it off and on, you can see that it's going to be the right, and we'll call it upright or upper, I don't know, support, upper support. So right, upper support, enter. And then if we turn this one off, it's the left one. So right click, create component, triple click on that, and it will be the left upper support, enter. Okay, and so we could put all sorts of fillets on that, but we're not going to do that right away. We're going to stop this because it's better to have short videos. Okay, Good luck with that.